Great to do that trade because it's go somewhere and maybe do something.
The Islanders. So the Islanders for the second rounder.
I tell you what, I used to love how Lou would never trade to a local team.
Yeah. You know that was back in the day. Now I gotta look this up. Like normally my phone will like alert me.
So he's gone, so he's not playing tonight. Well, they were joining some of the other defensemen the past couple of days, right?
Which is weird because like we've been talking about and now that
I was going to ask you guys because I didn't really know. Like everyone's worried, like, oh, are we going to? First of all, why do we have to do a trade? And we can't because we have Fitzgerald.
yeah, well,
Or why not? Why can't owners say, look, I want to do this?
don't they need to like how much?
I think he's going to have to do that with like the pending like Andy seeing the guys. I think they're going to hold pat. Like keep my whole pat like Mary. You know,
It's like we're live now. That's what you said. I don't know. I think we faced that. So you can see it here. Right. So I gotta be this way. I'm gonna switch seats. You don't want to sit there?
huh?
All right. Wow. All right. Breaking news. Oh, yeah. Hey, there we are.
All right.
All right. We're live.
Well,
We're
apparently
live.
we're live. How you doing?
We're live from PJ Ryan's in beautiful Newark, New Jersey. This
How's
is the
it
Let's
going,
Go
everybody?
Devils podcast. Woo! You got Scotty all the way from the West Coast.
That's right. Come in for breaking news right now. How
Yeah.
you doing,
Hey, cheers,
Beer
brother.
Baron? How you doing? Nice
Doing-
to see you, buddy.
Yeah, you too, brother.
This is my first game for the season out here in Jersey. Everything's looking great. Very fun. We got a nice action-packed crowd here at PJ Ryan's. Want to thank everybody at PJ Ryan's for being so kind of us and let us put up all our equipment, hang out here with all the Devil fans, and do a little podcast. So, wow, we got some breaking news right off the bat.
We do have breaking news, and I'm curious to see if that speaker behind you, is that picking up or?
I have no idea.
So let's get right into it.
Let's stay out of the technicals for right now, Scott, and we'll wait for our greatest producer in the
We are
world.
on
In the world. The two-time greatest
live
producer in the
now.
world, Sam Wu from Sam Wu Productions, to get here and do all the technical stuff.
Hey, I got to tell you what, he's doing this from his phone, from his car.
He says we're live. We're
So,
trusting him, or else.
We are live. That's what I'm telling him.
So Beer Baron's got to stop drinking right now.
No,
Because
that's
now
not
we're
true.
live.
That's not true.
Because now we're live. But we got to talk about this great big breaking news right now. It's something we have been mentioning on the podcast for many weeks about someone on the team very near and dear to our hearts, who's been with us for a very long time, as being on the potential of being on the move. Someone who would have to waive his no movement clause. And we are now officially saying goodbye to Andy Green, team captain.
Team captain
has been traded, reunited with old Lou Lambs in on the island.
See,
the
I'm
New
trying
York Islanders, a second round pick.
I'm going to try and pull it up on my phone right now.
And defenseman David Quinville, I believe.
It's got to bring.
Right here in exchange for second round pick, a 2021 second round pick, which I believe we didn't have. I think we only had first round picks and then a third round pick. So always good. And that's something too to just, for note to anyone out there. If you're ever looking at the upcoming draft and all of a sudden you're like, oh, we don't have draft picks in this round or something like that. Draft picks are so
But wait, it's
easily
wait.
movable.
It's exchange for a 2021 second round draft pick, not this year, but next year. So not this year, it's next year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, next year I think we didn't have a second and a third. So it's still
is
good.
good.
But we can always acquire draft picks.
So this also answers the question: is Fitzgerald going to have free reign to do whatever he wants?
Again, I don't think it'll be whatever he wants. I think it will be with the pending free agents like Andy Green, like Sammy Vatanen, who is now on the shelf injured. We're hoping to him come back real soon.
Yeah.
But this is huge news, you know?
Well, it's huge because it's two things. Like you said, he's been with the team forever. I don't think if it wasn't Lou Lamoriello over at the Islanders, I don't think this trade goes on. I don't think it even happens. You're trading your captain too.
Yeah.
So here comes another scenario, because if Nazardine is not going to be your coach for the rest, beyond this year,
right?
Do you name another captain, or you go captain-less for the rest of the year?
I think they go captainless for the rest of the year. I think, throw the A on Nico and have the 3 assistants for the rest of the year.
You kind of have to, and you want somebody to take that step forward and really take the leadership responsibility. But there's got to be somebody that's going to be in there talking to the referees during, any kind of challenge on the ice.
Oh, I think Kyle Palmieri will step into that role just fine, and Travis Zajac as well. And I think an A also on the chest of Nico Hischier all the time, because he was only getting the A on the road.
Here's the question too, though. So Andy Green going to the Islanders, which got good for him, because there's been nobody nicer than Andy Green on the team. Great captain. I don't care what a lot of people say. Undrafted. I don't care what a lot of people say, because a lot of people will bag on him for not being like a, rowdy, get in your face type of captain. Captain leads by example. Mm-hmm. And we always say, like, you're not in the locker room. You don't know what he's saying to the guys.
Yeah.
So to see him get traded to the Islanders to go back with Lou Lamoriello, who brought him into the NHL.
For one more cup run.
And you know what? A part of me, a little tiny slice of me, is going to be rooting for the Islanders in the playoffs, just because he deserves it. He's one of those guys that's put in the time, paid his dues, and you would like to see him, get a chance to hoist up the cup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, he's a UFA, right? So at the end of the year, is there a possibility he comes back?
There's a possibility, but I wouldn't see that happening. I would see the Devils moving forward, with some of these younger defensemen. We know we got big balls down there in the AHL. We'll probably see him before the year is up at some point.
Don't joke around too much. We got to be serious.
Oh, we're serious.
We got to be serious.
We're serious.
We joke too much.
Too much fun. Too much fun.
Speaking of which,
we need to. He's got to get more beer.
I do. I'm out.
You're making me lose my train of thought over here. now I'm thinking
too
about
much fun. I'm sorry. Joking around too much.
We're joking around. Yeah. I don't see Andy Green coming back next year. I just see the Devils, kind of moving forward in a more youthful transition. Of course, we got guys like Ty Smith coming up, Kevin Ball. Colton White is up on the team now. Let's see what he can do. So I see them going in that run. Sammy Vatanen might be someone, though, that does end up getting traded. And then you never know, could re-sign with the team in the offseason.
Now, let me ask you something.
Ask me. Go ahead.
If the Devils, if Sammy Vatanen wasn't hurt, would his value be more? Or do you think him being hurt, or do you think it doesn't matter? So, basically what I'm getting at is, because of this injury, do you think this is one of those things that it's going to affect his trade value, or do you think it's going to be like, no, he's what he's worth?
I think what I mean?
His season this year, he's been having a hell of a season up to the point where he got hurt, right?
But he's been dinged up a couple times where he's missed some time, and I think that will, kind of hurt his value moving forward, especially because the trade deadline is coming up real soon. So,
which is crazy too. That's the other thing. We worried, and we not worried, but we talked about it. Fitzgerald, and we let off with this kind of, is Fitzgerald going to have free reign to be able to do whatever trade he wants? Trading Andy Green, that's your captain, right?
But he's a pending UFA.
Yeah, I get that, and I understand that. But at the same time, does that mean this opens up the door to other possibilities of Kyle Palmieri getting moved and Blake Coleman getting moved? And I hate to say that, because I don't want either of those guys getting moved.
Right.
I don't know if this is going to open the door, and the Devils could not. I don't know. I want to say they're going to have a fire sale, because I really hope they don't. I hope they don't get rid of Gusev. I hope they don't get rid of Coleman. I hope they don't get rid of Palmieri.
I'm sure teams will call and ask for them. They'll be their most attractive players for other people, because all of those guys have extra years of control and stuff. Especially Blake Coleman. I think he's at 1.7 or 1.8 million or something like that.
Excuse me, guys. Guys, don't touch that.
Sorry.
I think he's at 1.7, 1.8 million a year. And, he's got another year on that. And that's not a lot of money for a player who is, very productive. So, like there'll be teams calling for him. I don't think the Devils will make that move and trade those guys. I mean, I firmly kind of believe that is the sort of the rift that, there's no confirmation on this. It's just me talking, but I kind of feel like there was something going on there with Ray. Either those he wanted to make those moves and the team didn't, or vice versa. And I think that's where that split happened. So we're going to see. But, I would not be surprised to see Fitzy to have leeway with an Andy Green, with Sammy Vatanen, with Wayne Simmons, who, people say is just, such a great leader in the locker room.
And see that you bring up a good point with Simmons, and I know there's a lot of people that say that he could be one of the next guys to get moved, and he would make sense to go to a team that needs that power forward, although he's not producing like he used to. Oh, did you hear that?
I think we just blipped for a second, but it's okay. We're back. We're good.
But to be honest with you, if you can get some, I don't want to see Simmons go because I like what he's trying to bring into the locker room. He's bringing accountability, and that's a big thing too.
Yes,
especially
in a young team.
You don't want a team that is filled with kids. You need some kind of leadership. You need some kind of you need somebody in there that's going to be a voice of reason, essentially. And if you get rid of a lot of these veteran presence, unless it's they want to go or they've gone to Fitzgerald and they said, all right, hey, I don't have a long time. I want to try to take a run at the Cup. It's a different circumstance, but this team does need a veteran in the locker room. They need somebody that's going to hold everybody accountable.
Absolutely.
And who knows, this is the thing. To be honest with you, I had no idea this was going to happen. I had no idea that Green. I had no idea Green was going to get traded. Nor could I ever anticipate.
And we got to give a shout out to Shorts guy who's not with us today.
Yes.
He just hit us up on something. He's like, "Hey, Andy Green just got traded," and then we were like, "All right, we got to go live now. We got to get on the air now because we weren't going to even start this for another 15 minutes or so, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But we figured with this breaking news, we got to get on the air and we got to talk about this, man. This is crazy. Team captain, though, that's always a big thing for, just a team in general. And like you're talking about, if you lose someone like that, Andy Green, who provided all that leadership, and then you trade someone else like a Wayne Simmons, who's also providing that leadership, does that provide a huge gap?
And that's a good point. Are you creating a vacuum now?
Yeah.
At the top of the leadership chain, because now your captain's gone. I think that this locker room is in a different dynamic that you're going to have a hell of a lot of better response because you have a Nico Hischier in place, you have a Kyle Palmieri in place, and you have a lot of guys in place that could step into that role. I'm not saying that there's going to be a definitive captain because I think they're going to lead by committee. I don't think they're going to have hey, this is the one guy, this is going to be the one voice. I could be wrong, though. You could have one guy that's going to step up and be like, this is my room now. And you guys listen, we're going to rock and roll. We're going to follow in suit.
Okay. Who do we got here? I just logged up to the old
on the old Facebook
page here. So just want to say hi to everyone. Matt, Douglas,
Yeah.
Lou.
Oh, thanks.
Stacy.
All right.
Stacy is upset. She's in shock.
Nico is not ready. Who said that? Lou said Nico's not ready. I disagree. I think, listen, when it comes to being a captain, there's a couple things that define you as a captain, right? You could be a lead by example, hard-nosed captain like Scott Stevens. You could be a Jamie Langenbrunner, be a little bit more outspoken. I feel like when you're a captain, you know it. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long you've been in the league. I wouldn't say – actually, no. I rescind that a little bit. I wouldn't make Jack Hughes a captain right away or somebody that young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Nico, I feel like he's been in the league a couple of years now. He's had a taste for this team. He just signed an extension. You know he's going to be here for 7 years.
Absolutely.
I feel like if Nico's going to be the captain next year, because I agree with you, I don't feel like they're going to do it this year.
No.
I would be totally fine with that. I feel like he would be a great choice to be a captain, especially because that's the other thing too. Is he's going to be here for at least 7 more years, right? You don't want to pick a captain that's going to be a one and done. You don't, because you look at the one and done that we had, Parisi,
right?
Niedermeyer,
right?
You name a captain, you think oh, that's going to help keep him around.
Right.
You name that captain, and then the next year they're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, Niedermeyer got screwed because the year he got named the captain was the 04 lockout.
Mm-hmm.
So he never really had a chance to be a full captain, which is a great. Also, that's a trivia question, is when you're going through the names of all the captains of the Devils, you're like, who is, whatever. He was a captain of the team that wasn't a team. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, dang.
You know what I mean.
Come on.
You know what I mean. Eric Selden here says Zajac. He wants Travis Zajac for the next captain.
If Zajac is going to be here for a couple years, but I feel like he might retire in the next 3 years.
Yeah, Stacy
You
says
want somebody that's going to be young, going to be a part of the team for a long time.
Stacy says she hopes to go Nico. Lou says he needs to sign, see a little bit more on the ice. Douglas Walker says sign Palmieri for 4 years and put the C on him. I mean,
see, I 100% would agree with that.
You know what? I'm in the boat of either Palmieri or Nico for the next captain. Those are my two that I would see. I think Zajac is a great leader, and he's a veteran. He's coming. How many more years does he have in his contract? 2?
Who's that?
Zajac. I don't really know off the top of my head.
I want to say 2.
2 or 3, but I mean, still, he's getting up there as well. He's been a warrior though for the team.
See, I said that he should have been the captain.
Maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
When he named Andy Green the captain,
it could have been
when I was calling for Zajac.
Yeah. So
And
now
that
I
would've
would
made sense.
now, I mean, Nico, like I said, signed. If our buddy, who was it that said that? Douglas, that's a great idea. If you have Palmieri for another 4 years, because he signed through next year, you tack another 4 on there, and you have 5 years of him as a captain like that. I think that's a really great move, especially as someone who's from New Jersey. I think he would
be the first Jersey-born captain, too,
That's
which would
right.
be kind of cool.
That would be
kind of
awesome.
cool, too.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, because of the unknown of what's going to happen within the next, was it 10 days? 10 days until the trade deadline?
Yeah.
So
something like that.
The unknown of what's going to happen in the next 10 days, Palmieri could be moved. And I hate to say it because
he could be. Absolutely.
He could be. And you could get a really good asset for him.
You could get a great asset
You
for
could
him.
get a first-round pick, or you could get a really nice, a decent pool of prospects for him.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you send him to a team that feels like they're that one piece away, because he is a first-line, second-line guy.
Yes.
And I think he proved that coming from Anaheim, where he was kind of buried in a system where he never really had a chance to flourish. He came to New Jersey, and he really made a name for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if he's given the opportunity and they send him to a team, they'll get a lot in return for him. In the same sense, I agree with the extending him and then making him the captain. The dude wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it would be a perfect fit for this team.
Mm-hmm.
He is I don't know if either Palmieri or Nico gets it. I'm happy with either, but it's crazy to think that the beginning of the year, if we were sitting down and I told you Hall's gone, Green's gone, Hines is gone, Shiro's gone.
Oh my God! I never would have saw
Your
that.
captain's gone.
Yeah.
Your captain's gone.
Our team did a complete 180 from the preseason to now. I mean, and the funny thing is I don't know if we'll just touch on this for just a second. But you heard that Coyotes might move Taylor Hall again. When's the last time a guy's been traded twice within a season like that?
Which
just crazy. We don't have to touch on it. It's just the rumors that are going around.
Yeah, but I know. But that's a good thing to bring up because, if that's true and they do end up moving him, you think about it. Why would you want to move somebody like that?
Well, just because.
No. I'm just saying, why are you trying to?
He's never going to sign there.
Well, if he does or doesn't, the whole reason they brought him in is because that was their piece.
Right.
To make the run, right?
But now they just gave up a bunch of prospects for him. It's not working out, and he's not going to re-sign. So it's just like
it's that to me is nuts because if the dude is worth his while, in my opinion, you brought him in, you ride or die with it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. At the end of the year, you try to make a.
I think.
But you gambled. You gambled. Listen, you gambled. You pushed your chips in.
Yeah.
You're like, we're getting a former MVP. Who's not that far removed from getting his MVP. Keep in mind,
right?
You're getting a former MVP who's he could be an absolute offensive stud. You gave away not a ton. You gave away a first. You gave away Kevin Ball. You gave away a couple other pieces. But I'm not saying if they trade him again.
I mean, who cares? I'm just saying.
What is that? What is that? What I'm trying to get to is what does that say about Taylor Hall?
Exactly. So I think we made the right move in getting rid of him, and trading him. I was like, get rid of him, but like trading him, not trying to hold on to him. I think Ray maybe should pull the trigger a little bit earlier, but still.
Much earlier.
And I will say this. Thank you, Taylor Hall, for, besides Andy Green, all the transaction moves going on, but Nick Merkley coming up and had an amazing setup on, it was a bad game for us, obviously, against Carolina, but Nick Merkley looking pretty good out there, throwing some body, throwing some hits, bringing a lot of energy.
3 shots on goal and had the primary assist on a beautiful feed there.
Joey Anderson finally getting that goal, which looked really, really nice. So,
and that's the thing, too, is like there's guys that have a ton of potential. So, like, the trade deadline comes up. If they start moving pieces, you can start bringing in people or bringing up people and actually giving them a legitimate shot. Merkley's a great example of this because the kid, by all accounts, the kid is like a finesse player. His big knock is he's not a finisher.
Uh-oh.
What?
So, Nick Villano from the old Pucks and Pitchforks here.
What's up, Nick?
Said Coleman has left the arena and isn't playing tonight. However, his wife may have gone into labor. So let's congratulations to Blake Coleman. Yeah. All right, that's good.
Let's hope it's a baby and not that he's getting traded.
That's good news
Come on,
there.
Nick.
We'll say hi to Cheryl Miller. We'll say hi to Nick. I've never actually met Nick. Hopefully I can see him while I'm out here on the East Coast. Lou and Douglas and everybody.
I think he lives in Florida, so you have to go to Florida.
Well, I didn't know that. Hi, Nick. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
We're actually rock and rolling from PJ Ryan's here in Newark, right next to the Prudential Center. We got a crowd full of Devils fans right behind us, getting ready for the Columbus game coming up a little later today, which we're very excited about to get in there. Columbus is kind of dinged up. Mac Black is back in goal for the Devils.
Which, we need to address this because there is a big to-do about this, which annoyed the hell out of me.
What?
So, Mackenzie Blackwood gets back-to-back shutouts.
Yes.
Looks incredible doing so. Gets arrested.
He got arrested?
No.
What
they
happened?
arrest him.
They arrested him?
Yes. For being too
so
good.
damn good?
For being too good. You can't fool around anymore.
Is he like Stone Cold?
Listen,
He was getting like McMahon got him arrested and he's like taking him
we
out?
told somebody else is better than us
was he
because
like
we
giving
goof
the finger?
around too much.
Was
You
he
hear
giving
me?
like the finger like Stone Cold like with the cuffs behind?
We got to be serious, all right?
Oh, right. We got to be serious.
I should have wore a tie to this.
You should have.
I feel like a banker in this thing. Anyways. Hey, anytime you can quote Major League, by the way. Anyways, so they bring in Domingue. Domingue has a stinker. They bring Mac Black back in. He has a 1-goal game against Detroit. They bring Domingue back out.
What was it, about 100 and I can't remember how many. I mean, it was 2+ games of shutout.
2 games and going deep into the second period against Detroit.
Deep in the second period.
And by the way, in that Detroit game, the Devils looked like crap in that first period, and we could all agree on that.
And the first and second
apparently,
period. The third period they woke up. Yeah, Nazardine pulled to Larry Robinson and started kicking some garbage cans over in the locker room, apparently. A la, that Philadelphia Conference final series.
Yes.
Back in, was that 2000 or 2003? That was 2000.
Wait
Yeah,
a second.
2000.
I don't know if we talked about this. So I'm going to jump, as we normally do. We jump around from subject to subject. Did we talk about this, how Jacques Caron kind of like let out that?
We
did talk about that. We did, all right.
Which is another reason why I do believe that Fitzgerald will only have room to maneuver.
Yeah, but if Marty's there too. So here's okay. So I thought more about this. Going back to the whole trade scenario. I was thinking it was a dangerous thing. So Fitzgerald is the GM right now. Right? The interim GM or whatever you want to label it. And Marty is his right-hand man, supposedly, or that's how it works out. I could be wrong about that, whatever. If Marty is going to be the next GM of this team, and he is the one that's going to take over everything. And they're like, hey, we have opportunity to make these trades and blah, 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 blah. And they're kind of like setting things up. Let's say I'm Fitzgerald, and you're supposed to be taking over my spot when I leave. Or like whatever. You know what it is. And I look at you and I'm like, hey, this is what we're thinking about. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea? And you're like, yeah, sure. I like it. Let's sign off on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So what I'm doing is I'm like preparing you. I'm basically giving you the keys to the car soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to wash it. I'm going to wax it. I'm going to make sure that the tire pressure's right.
Wow, you're very thoughtful.
I'm very thoughtful.
Most people
I
aren't.
get it detailed, the inside detailed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you get the little car freshener too?
100%.
What kind?
It depends.
cherry?
Maybe coconut breeze. For
Oh,
real.
coconut breeze?
Coconut breeze. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the car in perfect condition. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna say, all right, here you go. Remember, we talked about this. I asked you if you want a coconut breeze. You said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's yours. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's that transition where
It could be.
he has a say in what's going on, or he's at least in the input area of what's going on.
Hey, I'm sure he's in the input. However,
That was a damn good analogy, by the way.
I would feel like they would make a big announcement about it if it does turn out to be Marty. I think they would make that first before they let him start making.
No. I'm not saying he's making the decisions. I'm just saying that he's sitting next to Fitzgerald
Sure,
and basically saying like, all right, yeah, I kind of agree with that, or I agree with it.
Sure. I think also,
It could
though,
be an idea.
I think that the team thinks that they do have a good core here with Nico, with Palmieri, hopefully still with Coleman.
Has Nick written anything else?
Will Wowman is watching here.
Hey, what's up?
And apparently everything is going to be traded. Everybody's going to be traded according to Will Wowman. Everyone's gone. So
Well, he is our inside source.
He is our inside source on life.
Breaking news.
Yeah. He does a lot.
I almost feel like we should bring somebody on live air.
Well, we'll see in a little bit. Let's just keep. Hang on.
We will.
Focus here.
I'm like
Focus
a cat.
here.
I'm like a cat when somebody has a laser pointer.
But we're gonna have to keep an eye on it. And see what's going on with Blake Coleman, because we don't have an official word one way or another. This is all kind of sources coming out.
To be honest with you, if they did trade Blake Coleman,
I would be very upset.
I'd be super upset because I've been a big Blake Coleman fan.
Cheryl Miller is saying that that news that we were talking about is actually true. So
what news?
Let's see here.
That Coleman what? Don't tease me.
I'm just
I saw over Twitter that
Blake
Bill
Coleman.
Bauman, inside source, Bill Bauman just said that Blake Coleman to the Avalanche.
Okay.
Man.
So yeah, Darren Dredger says speculation swirling. Devils. Blake Coleman isn't playing tonight. He has left the arena. So.
Oh man.
That's all we got so far officially. So we're gonna.
Blake Coleman might be traded too.
We're gonna keep our.
They might have traded Coleman and Green in the same day.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
My whole world is falling apart. Crying out loud.
Get this man a beer. He needs it right now.
Tell him.
We're gonna see what happens here. I can't find any official word just yet.
Which is crazy. All this is happening real time, by the way.
It is happening in real time.
The beautiful PJ Ryan's in lovely Newark, New Jersey, right across the street from the Prudential Center where the New Jersey Devils.
We're hearing it is the Colorado Avalanche that Blake
Oh
Coleman
my
is going
God,
to,
no!
Which is hopefully getting us something. Well, we all know that the Avalanche was one of the trade partners for Taylor Hall.
Hey, good for Coleman if this is true, because that's a solid shot at getting a cup.
Well, we know they had a lot of prospects that we were very interested in, so we can maybe hope and see what exactly we get back.
If they didn't get a first for him, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, we're going to find out.
If they didn't get a first, because he's the most. I'll tell you what, the value.
He's going to attack.
I'm going to freak out.
He's going to freak out and attack someone.
Listen, Blake Coleman.
Sam Wu, you better get here fast.
Blake Coleman is a cornerstone to this team. That dude. His value is so underappreciated by everybody around the NHL. If he gets less than a first-round pick, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, Douglas, we can only be so hopeful that Corey Schneider will also get traded today, but I don't think that one's going to go down.
Not going to happen.
I was kind of hoping for maybe Louis Domingue to go somewhere, but he
for an 8th-round pick.
Really,
doesn't even exist.
Proved that it wouldn't be a smart trade to go ahead and acquire old King Louis there in the past couple games, unfortunately.
Hey, listen.
It looks like we got a first rounder.
First rounder for Coleman. Oh God, that hurts.
Listen. Next year's draft.
What's happening?
Next year's draft is going to be insanely
I
deep.
feel like I'm freaking out.
We're going to have 3 first-round picks next year.
Oh my God, no! If Coleman really got traded, I'm going to be really upset.
I believe he is.
The Devils did a little tribute to Andy Green. Thank you, Andy. 14 years, 923 regular season games, 50 playoff games, 1 captaincy, a measurable impact.
He put Miami, Ohio on the map.
Yeah,
put Miami, Ohio on the map.
Him and Roethlisberger. Trailer.
Oh, wait, now we're hearing it didn't happen. Nick Villano, live reporting for us, keeping us up to date, guys.
Nick.
This is live
Nick.
radio here. This is live radio, live podcast, and this is how it goes down. We're getting information left and right.
What is happening?
We're trying to keep you up to date on everything that's happening. So let's hope. Let's still hope.
Wait.
Let's still hope. It's just it's just a baby Blake coming through. Maybe it's just a baby Blake coming through.
I'm going on Twitter too, and I'm seeing Coleman to the Avalanche.
I'm going with my man Nick Villano over here. He says to hold on.
Nick.
I'm holding on. That's what I'm doing. I'm holding on to that
Blake
hope.
Coleman has not been traded. According to Abby Mastracco, Blake Coleman has not been traded to the Colorado event. Okay.
See? Look at that, everybody.
What is happening?
See? Maybe he is just having a kid or something like that. Remember, he did the whole reveal with the slap shot and everything?
Yeah,
it's probably about that time. So maybe that's what's going on.
And I believe he's having a daughter, and God bless. Having 2 daughters of my own, become a girl dad. It's one of the coolest things in the world.
Nick says, I don't know. No, Nick, you do know. You know everything, Nick. Come on, Nick. Nick knows everything.
I'm holding you personally accountable, Nick.
Oh, totally. 100%.
We will have words.
Wait. We can't be funny. We can't be funny. We're not allowed to be funny, remember?
If this happened on your watch,
there's going to be
you better believe, brother.
Elbow drop off the top rope.
Let's see you know what?
We love Nick, and make sure you check him out on the
Pucks and Pitchforks,
but also the State of the Fan address as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Right here on our big Devils family. We're all big.
He's
team,
our brother.
We're all big family.
He's our brother.
We love this team. We want to see it succeed. We want to see it do good, and we've been in this rut these past few years, and I really feel like this team.
Devils, by the way, do we ever talk about gambling on this? The Devils are a plus 110.
Well, I mean, there's a ton of people hurt. There's a ton of people hurt on Columbus right now.
Yeah, but a plus 110. Should we go make a $10 bet?
Yeah, we should probably. But
hey, let's do it.
But let's see.
Why not?
Let's see where all these
$10 turns into what? 100. I don't know how that works. I don't gamble.
Oh man,
that's why we don't have a gambling corner on this. We don't have like a gambling.
Get this guy another beer over here. Get him another beer. He's got to ease his emotions a little bit.
I'm worked up. I'm seriously worked up. Like Blake Coleman possibly getting traded to the Avalanche. If that's true or not true,
we're gonna wait and see. Let's wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
Let's wait and see.
But let me tell you what, Coleman.
Douglas, you are correct. It's $3 Budweisers by the way here at the old PJ
That's
Ryan's.
Right. Here at PJ Ryan's, when you want to get thirsty, you have yourself a Bud Light or a regular Bud.
Apparently, you speak like a commercial from the 40s as well. Yeah, that's what Budweiser does to you.
Great news, boys. War's over. We're having a Bud. We joke too much. We joke too much.
War's over. Coleman saved.
Yeah, Coleman saved.
Well, we got to see again.
Green
like
is
said,
out.
This is live. We can't fake this. We're getting the news.
And by the way, I haven't seen this guy in so long because he's been in California.
I haven't seen this guy either.
So
we've been over 20 years.
If you think we joke around too much, you can cram it with walnuts ugly. I don't care.
What have it been? 20 years we've known each other?
God, yeah.
Yeah, right about there. Have you ever been to the old Houlihan's in Bridgewater? You're looking at like some of the original waiters of that place.
Fathers of that dump.
I didn't last very long there, but what happened? Whatever. Things go on. You move in the right direction.
Yeah, but you make friendships that last a lifetime.
Last forever. When someone doesn't know how to make the Houlihan's BLT and you give them the answers on the test,
I didn't even know.
Friends forever.
I didn't know we had to make a BLT.
Whatever it was. Colorado has confirmed the trade. Oh boy.
No.
Oh, Cheryl Miller. Grab a brewski.
Hey, somebody give me real news.
Josiah,
I feel like I'm listening to politicians right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We got back and forth, left and right.
Oh, my God. Andy Green.
I'm just keeping. Well, we do know 100% that Andy Green has been traded to the New York Islanders, reunited with Lou Lambs. We are now without a captain, and it is something we've talked about on this podcast many times. We were touching about it earlier. If you're just joining us, and if you missed any of the news, we get prospect David Quenneville and a first-round pick in 2021. Coming back,
David Quenneville,
by the way. That's a pretty nice first round for Andy.
No, it's second round in 2021.
Oh, it's a second round. Oh, it's a second round.
You're talking about me having too many beers.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. All
Listen,
right. I'm giving out misinformation here. I meant second round in 2021.
Andy
Because I
Green.
had originally thought it was 2020. It's 2021. So the following season's draft, which I don't believe we had a second-round pick to begin with. It's either the second or the third that we were missing. And we were talking about earlier, draft picks come and go. So if you ever see the team, oh, shit, it's a deep draft. Ooh.
Hey, it happens. We're live.
Oh, Snickers. It's a deep draft.
Hey, you joined a very elite company, by the way. It's you, PL3. Sam did it once, so you're in good company.
Sam Wu, I need to be on a 7-second delay, apparently. I apologize to Sam Wu
All right,
Productions.
okay, hold on. I'm seeing New Jersey. Okay, now this is all speculation because I'm reading it from a rumor site.
This is NHL trade rumors.
The
Blake
New Jersey
Coleman,
Devils will acquire a first-round pick and another asset from Colorado Avalanche. If that's true,
That's
okay.
purse
All right, let me
first.
tell you what. As devastated as I would be to see Blake Coleman leave, if the Devils are able to pull off a first-round pick and other assets for Blake Coleman, a dude that just like, first of all, oh man, it just kills me because I love Blake Coleman so much because he is the epitome of what I think about the Devils, and I think about like Devils hockey. Blake Coleman is that guy that I think about. And to be honest with you, if that comes to fruition where we get a first round pick and we get something else for it, great, awesome. But damn it, like I wanted to see him be a part of the core of Heischer and Hughes and hopefully Gusev. And like you see some of these guys that we have on the team now, and we're like, listen, you have the building blocks. If you look at Mackenzie Blackwood, right? And here's a crazy stat that I was looking at the other day. And when I looked at it, it was out of the 20 wins, and I think we have 21 or 20. Out of the 20 wins that the Devils had, 17 were Mackenzie Blackwood.
Yes.
17.
Yeah.
He has a winning record.
Yeah.
If we had a viable backup, we wouldn't be in the position that we're in.
Yeah, it's
Man alive.
it's what is this now? Josiah, yeah, we would not be happy either if Coleman is gone. It's a tough one. And yes, Eric, we are already 0-1 on the old Quinville trade.
Hey,
Old
listen.
John. Now we got
dare
Dan.
talk bad about Johnny Quinville.
So we'll
Man's a myth and a legend.
we'll see what happens with that.
As a kid that I had such high hope for is John Quinville. There was a couple kids like, first of all, in the juniors, like Quinville lit it up, and like he was one of those kids that could have been something special, but just could never get it together in the NHL. Not like he was given one hell of a chance by our former coaching regime. Man, what a day to have a live podcast.
This is pretty
wonderful
crazy.
PJ Ryan's.
At the
The
famous
food's great.
BeeJays.
The atmosphere is great. Come on down.
$3
Enjoy a beer.
Budweisers. Get hammered with Beer Baron.
Yeah.
Reminisce about Blake Coleman.
I'm bummed,
Too
man.
soon?
If he's gone for real, I'm super bummed. I'm super
that's-
bummed.
That's what it's looking like.
But a first round pick, we'll have 3 first round picks in an extremely deep draft.
Well, we'll see if it's a first round pick
And-
for next year. Did they say it for 2020?
And so let's say, and here's another thing too, is a lot of people say like, oh great, we have all these first round picks. You're going to bring a lot of first round talent. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to use it for a pick. You could use it to trade it, for another player. You could use it to trade it for an
Whoa, is
What?
this true?
What?
The Islanders flipped Green to Arizona? Is that true? Wow. All right, apparently the great Will
We
Wildman.
live in crazy town.
Yeah.
I'm in an emotional glass
What is
box
going
right
on
now.
here? Yeah.
Lou Lamoriello, you just did Andy Green so dirty if you did that.
Yeah.
Or
Wow.
is he going there to like mentor Taylor Hall?
I don't know.
And trying to straighten out Taylor Hall?
We'll wait and see on that one. Because that's not 100% here. We got to wait and see confirmation. Again, a lot of the stuff, we're getting it in as it comes. We do know officially that Andy Green was traded to the Islanders for a second round pick in 2021, and prospect David Quinville. Anything else after that, we cannot confirm as of yet. We are still waiting. It does appear that Blake Coleman is going to Colorado.
Thank you, sir.
We are going to get addressed the great Will Wildman, the very
Our inside source.
Wildman. You better be
Our
taking care of
inside
that
source.
belt. You better be taking care of that fantasy belt. I
Our
shined it
inside
and polished
source.
it. I got my shine box out. and went to work on that thing. And I don't shine shoes anymore. I don't know if you heard it anymore. I don't got a shine box anymore. You know, I don't know. But I went and I shined that fantasy championship belt. So you better be enjoying it there,
my
pal.
God. You know what? I hope. Oh my God.
So let's see what happens. Apparently, Willis said the Devils going to be addressing the team soon. They got to be. My watch is still in LA time. What time is it?
It is 4:43.
So it's 4:45. So possibly maybe at the top of the hour, we'll probably get a news conference from the team. See what's going on.
You know what?
We're going to try and get some highlights from that. Hopefully, Sam Wu of the great Sam Wu Productions will be here to kind of guide us dummies through that sort of stuff.
All right, so Tom Fitzgerald has confirmed that the Devils' captaincy will remain vacant for the remainder of the season. So that answered something that we talked about earlier.
All right, so that's one question we got on lockdown there.
But
do we have anything else about Andy Green also?
Captain Andy Green was traded to the Islanders. Where Blake Coleman has not been traded to the Avalanche as of yet. So it could be something that's in the works.
How long ago was that?
That was pretty recent. Hey, by the way, what you guys have to understand is we're fans just like you. We talk about that all the time. So we're getting our information as soon as you guys get your information.
We're seriously looking at Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and stuff as well, like watching stuff pop up as it comes in our feeds.
This kind of feels like, you know what? Back in the day, Sam Wu and I had a trade deadline show, and it was like a long time ago. And I think it was like 07, 08, around that area. And when we were doing the trade deadline show, that was before everything was broken on like Twitter like this, like everything. So we were on the computer and we had like sources that we look and check.
F5, refresh.
100%. You sit there and you refresh every 5 seconds, and then like as things were happening, we're like going through it in live time. This feels so similar to that.
Yes.
Because everything is happening just like as we're talking. And I swear to God, if Blake Coleman's traded, if Andy Green gets traded today, what does this mean for the 24th? What does this mean for the actual? Because in the NHL, that's when all the trades really go down.
I think we're going to have a lot more movement, coming up on the actual deadline day. I think the Devils will be busy, As we were talking about, it looks like my predictions were completely wrong.
A crazy fire sale. That's what's happening.
I was saying that Fitzgerald wouldn't move anyone who wasn't a pending UFA. And if this Blake Coleman deal is true, obviously my theory is out the window because Blake Coleman is still under contract for another year.
See, I'm looking around, and what I want to do right now is I want to try to find somebody that we can bring onto the podcast.
Well, let's wait. Let's wait till we get like official confirmed information first
about Coleman.
Yeah. Let's wait till we get Coleman.
I kind of want to get like a random person, a random fan's point of view.
Oh, absolutely.
Like what they think is going on.
Let's wait till we get like the official confirmed word. If it is,
Blake Coleman has been traded. Waiting to see what team. That's from Tyler Kelly.
57 seconds ago.
Listen.
Under the minute. That's up to the minute news.
Doc Kelly, Tyler Kelly. If you don't follow him on Twitter, it's Doc Kelly 41. Doc is probably one of the most reliable guys that we follow. He's a friend and a family member of the podcast.
All right, and Abby has also confirmed.
No, Blake
Coleman's wife is not in labor. So.
Oh my Lord!
Damn it! Our hope and dreams.
I can't read that one, but that was funny.
It's like taking a shot from the Death Star right there, Boom! Our last hope right there.
While the sense is... so this is from Pierre LeBrun. While my sense is that the Avs have shown interest in Blake Coleman, no trade has been made between Colorado and New Jersey.
And that was... How long ago? How long ago was that?
That was 8 minutes ago.
So we're still, like I said, breaking news. We're getting it as it happens, As of now, we don't have official one way or another.
See, the Devils. Okay,
reports both ways.
And here's another thing: the Devils are denying my report, and I respect that. Source was solid. I guess this means this is from.
And Abby is still standing pat with the not been traded, right? Or is that just replying to that one?
Renan Lavoie. If I pronounced your name terribly, I'm sorry. Basically said that the trade happened. There's a lot of breaking news
It's just, man, this is so.
You want to
confusing.
see? You want to see something crazy?
Yeah,
Go on Twitter and just go. If you're a Devils fan and you follow all these people,
Yeah,
go on Twitter and just try to follow it.
Just search hashtag NJ Devils, and you're going to see a mass amount of everything coming at you.
Yeah, some dude's helmet just popped off in the XFL.
Okay, Matt Juno is also telling us here that there's more sources coming in saying the Devils did not trade Coleman. Again, none of this is confirmed. We're playing
crazy time.
This is pretty insane. We should really have Ozzy's Crazy Train playing in the background like the entire time, like for the rest of the podcast. All aboard! Every time we get a new like Twitter update, it should just be like.
In regards to Coleman, though, I've never seen so many conflicting reports going back and forth, and not just from people that are like casual fans, people that have the know, like people that have an inside source, or people that are in like.
I think what it is Blake Coleman has really, touched the heartstrings of Devils fans just with his grit, his grind, his kind of big play moments that he seems to come up with. He's always seemed to be hustling. He's getting his points like on the penalty kill. Like this guy just works really hard. He's so blue collar, Jersey type of dude that I think the fans are like really, really attached to this guy already.
Don't want to see him go.
Yeah, and no one really wants to see. We don't want to see Andy Green go as well. But we've also come to accept the fact that Andy's a little bit older.
Hold on.
Coming up on retirement.
Mike Morale. So, and that's another name I probably butchered.
Yes, Nick. Andy Green is confirmed is traded to the Islanders.
Communication department notified us that Blake Coleman rumors are false.
Look at that.
And that's the New Jersey Devils are saying that it is not true that Coleman did not get traded.
Okay. So far, basically he just left his iPhone back at his house and he had to run out real quick, go home and get it. That's all it was. He needs his favorite, songs to listen to before he goes on the game, and it's just how it happens,
What is happening right now? I'm like trying to, hey, that's what the bobblehead is going to look like that we're going to get tonight. That's cool.
Oh,
by the way,
there is a PK.
By the way, you know what tonight was supposed to be?
What was tonight supposed to be?
And I got to look into it. I think Pucks and Pitchforks did an article about it. Nick, confirm this or tell me I'm stupid. Tonight was supposed to be WWE night.
I thought that was earlier in the year.
No, it was supposed to be tonight, and it got changed for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read the article, but
I would have loved to have been here for. I will say, and I don't like to take a lot of credit for things, but I really feel like I did a lot to bring the woo to the New Jersey Devils.
I mean,
I've been wooing for like 20 years. Back in the old
Continental Airlines
going
Arena.
across the boardwalk. Getting that echo.
Yeah, but
with
you know what? Unfortunately, like there's like 30 other people that could probably do that.
I know, but I feel like I had a good part of it. Back before we started playing it after goals and everything like that, I was always wooing. And Ric Flair open hand. Woo!
That's right.
I've always been doing that.
See, I didn't even flinch.
Yeah, because they're used to it. Known this guy for 20 years. Been open hand chopping them for that long now.
That's right.
Stacey, I know it's hard. We're all in a.
Wait a second.
Oh, boy.
Tyler Kelly is blowing my mind right now. He just said it. I've been told it's Boston. Wow. Tyler. Oh, my God. I wish we could have the phone line right now. Son of a Sam, where are you?
Son of a Sam.
Get here quick. We need to get Doc Kelly on the line now.
Okay.
Doc, tell me what's going on. Hearing the Bruins? Okay, so this is from Jimmy Murphy.
Again,
okay, these are all confirmed people. This guy's a check mark next to his name, so that means he's somebody.
But this report has not been confirmed. 100%.
The Bruins, the Avs, and Oilers, and an unknown team very much involved in trade negotiations for Blake Coleman. My God!
Yeah.
Things could be happening that we have no idea what's going on right now.
But it's fun. It makes for exciting radio.
And by the way, I trust Doc Kelly more than I trust like most people. So if he's saying it's Boston...
I mean, he built the DeLorean time machine, right?
He did.
Yeah. 88 miles an hour.
How many gigawatts?
1.21 gigawatts, I think. Something like that. Yeah. The clock tower, too.
Fell, hit his head on his
It's
sink.
right outside the arena here. They moved it. Yeah.
Right.
The Back to the Future clock tower is here, too.
We will soon be ziplining from the top of it down to the bottom. Seriously.
When lightning strikes at exactly 10:02 or 10:03. And then Marty McFly goes back to the future.
And
That's how it happens.
And our good friend Lacey Mark, who's always got something to say about the Devils, is chiming in about it. It looks like first of all, walking into today's game, I didn't think that Andy Green was going to be traded. Obviously, that was kind of a huge thing. We jumped on earlier than we were supposed to because of that. Andy Green getting traded was a huge thing, but not just that. It was one of those things like, now that all this stuff is breaking about the possibility of Blake Coleman going, this is one of those – I'm trying to sign up to the Facebook. This is one of those things where it's like, this is why I love what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a real reaction of real people that are real fans of the team.
Yes.
I'm not a corporate suit who sits in a booth somewhere that's paid by ESPN or TSN or anything else like that. So I don't have that really controlled, like, oh, there's been a Scotty. Have you heard there's been a trade? I just to let you know, Blake Coleman might be on the move.
We're going
I feel
Beer
it.
Baron,
I
live
feel
from
it.
PJ Ryan's for this breaking news.
I feel it in my soul.
He does.
God, it's just ripping me apart.
Well, we got to still see exactly what's going on. Again, we don't have
Hey,
official
Shorts Guy's watching you, nerd. Hey, Shorts Guy, thank you for breaking the Andy Green being traded, because we were sitting there talking about past fistfights that we've gotten into. Old school Devils games where some of us have been to Devil's jail. I never have, although I should have been a bunch of times. But anyways, it's another story for another day.
We won't talk about that.
Another story for another day.
We'll save that for the post show.
Oh my God!
But we still need to find out.
Trade Shorts Guy. Never Shorts Guy. Why would you say that?
We still need. We just got word
Pulling to place
that Sam Wu from Sam Wu Productions is pulling up.
Yeah, we're good, Sam.
So we're going to have Sam Wu on here, hopefully getting us some more information as it's coming in. But yes, right now we're still waiting on an official confirmation about Blake Coleman. You know, we've heard that he has left the arena. That part we know is true. We don't officially know why he's left the arena. You know, we heard a couple of different rumors, and we're waiting to hear officially what is happening. There should be a Devils. Yes, Will Wowman got banned from the arena.
He did.
He did get banned.
He did.
I did not, because
he got banned, and he got thrown down a flight of stairs.
Oh yeah, he did. I know Vanderbeek, son. I know Vanderbeek.
That's the best story ever.
But yeah, we're waiting for official confirmation. What time is it? My watch is still in LA time, so it's almost 2. So that means it's actually 5 p.m. out here.
5 o'clock.
And that's what we're waiting for. Press conference coming our way.
Do you think it's going to happen? You think a real press conference is going to happen at 5 o'clock?
I believe so. Unless it happens right before the pregame at 5:30. It really depends, but I would think.
It's happening right now. Interim GM Tom Fitzgerald addresses the media following the trade of Andy Green to the Islanders in exchange for a 2021 second round pick. You almost got me too. And David Quinville.
Okay, so now we need to get the update if anything is happening with Blake Coleman. So we have the official word on Andy Green. We know that. We are waiting on what's going on with Blake Coleman. Obviously, fan favorite that everyone.
He's the Tim Clark Callahan.
He is the Tim
Clark
Callahan of the Devils. Yeah,
fan favorite.
But
Tim Clark Callahan.
I don't think any Devils fan wants to see him go with his production, with his grittiness, with his ability to kill penalties. Just him being a stellar teammate. It seems. You know, I'm not in the locker room. I don't know. But, you know, Blake Coleman is that guy who will get into people's face. He's an agitator. Other teams don't like playing against him.
He's like what I always wanted David Clarkson to be. Outside of Clarkson's one, like, really big year that got him that nice contract from the Maple Leafs, Coleman was like that, what I really hoped that, you know, Clarkson would ever evolve into. A solid two-way player that's a killer on the PK.
Yeah.
And, God, we're going to miss that on the PK. Nobody like that is such an undervalued position of what he was able to do.
And for him to be able to produce points like that on the PK, not getting a lot of power play time at all, it really was an amazing season. But again, we're still waiting to see officially what's going on with Blake Coleman right now. We know we don't have Andy Green.
Nick Milano, you should be all over this, man. Come on.
This is also something that we did talk about for many podcasts. And, you know, if someone like Blake Coleman is traded, that also means opportunities for guys like Mike McLeod, Nathan Bastian, you know, and some of these prospects that we have heard about for a long time. You know, Joey Anderson is up here now. You know, the rest of the season, I think we're going to see a lot of these guys. And I know a lot of people, we talk about it a lot on the podcast, and we're always getting, you know, replies back for you guys on the Facebook page about this, all the different prospects that you want to see. We all know that Beer Baron here is in love with Mike McLeod. He wants to have his
understated.
He wants to have his love child, his love hockey child. Yeah,
I adopted him.
he did.
I put in the papers. I don't know if he put a restraining order against it, but
I think that got lifted.
I put in the
because you were
papers.
nice.
Yeah,
in court.
I put in the papers.
Yeah.
I keep saying, Mikey McLeod, this is your time. Time to shine this year. You get into the lineup, you better put up like a 30-goal season in like 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
Have a Gretzky-esque run at it towards the end there, pal.
It looks like Cheryl and Matt are, also confirming what we were talking about earlier. Nico, Palms, Zajac, and wear the A for the rest of the season. No captain.
Hey, does that mean the Merc gets in the game today?
Who?
Merkley. If Coleman's out,
if Coleman's out,
then Merkley's got to step in, right?
Right there. There you go. That's a person that's going to maybe take advantage of this opportunity.
You know what? I wonder what the lineup is going to be. You know what? Hold on. Can you grab that headset over there? Just out of curiosity. Talking to it. See if it works.
Check.
I think we're bringing somebody up.
Well, let's wait for it to be official with Coleman. with Coleman. Hang on.
It's not going to be official.
We have plenty of time. It's only 5 o'clock. We're going to be on for another 30 minutes or so here.
All right.
So we're going to try and stay on as long as we can with all this news coming in. But we do want to actually get into the game and see it starting at 6 o'clock tonight.
That's right.
So what do we got here?
Hey, technically we're on a Woo report.
Oh, Merkley's at center. Okay, so it looks like, we'll see what happens. Again, Blake Coleman had to leave. We don't know why.
Hopefully he didn't get that stomach bug that I had the other week.
Oof.
Good Lord.
Oof.
Lost a couple pounds.
Yeah, I'm thinking he just forgot his phone at home. And he had to go back. Left his wallet,
So here's the A's for tonight. According to Amanda Stein, Zajac, Palmieri, Heischer will all be wearing the A's, and rightfully so.
And that's what we've been saying over here, too. Matt and Cheryl also confirmed that for us on the old Facebook page, and I think that's a great way to do it. Nico's been wearing the A on the road. We all have seen his growth and his maturity. We know we signed him to a long-term deal. If he's not wearing the C, if maybe Palmieri's wearing the C, we know there's some debate there. Devil fans, those are two good choices for us. Obviously, we got to find out what's going on because now, I was pretty confident. I felt confident that Kyle Palmieri would be on this team, through the end of this year and into next year and possibly resign. But now, I don't know. I'm a little shook in my thoughts, and I'm not so positive anymore. That's why I want to see officially what happens with Blake Coleman first. Let's see exactly where it lands and then see what happens.
I just want you to read this real quick.
What is this?
Read that real quick.
6 points in 30 minutes of play in today's game. He's pretty good.
Hey, if we tank and we find a way to get this kid, geez.
Yeah. There's a lot of good prospects in the draft next year. We'll see what happens.
Hey, you suck.
But yeah, we're going to wait and see exactly what happens with Blake Coleman.
So I just want to point something out. So Tyler Kelly was told it was Boston. Somebody replied to him, obviously Boston is currently playing, and that may be the issue. And that's a really good point. Because maybe that's what's holding up any kind of movement. Speculation is throwing the New Jersey Devils. Oh, that's from Drager from before.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. As fast as information can come on the internet right now.
Yes.
What's crazy is how disinformed so many people are right now.
Go to the Devils Twitter because apparently Fitzgerald is back live again. So maybe we're going to get some official confirmations.
My God.
Can you put it on closed caption so you can actually see what's going on?
I will do my best. Hold the fort while I'm trying to figure this out.
Oh boy.
This is going to be addresses to media following the trade of Andy Green. That's what it is.
Nothing live. Nothing live right now.
Not on my phone. Not on the Twitter account. It might be on the.
Might be on. Is it on MSG, Vinny? Vinny was saying that Tom is live now. Vinny, let us know if that's on MSG. If that's actually live, or is that just recording?
I'm trying to go into the MSG
of the Andy Green press conference.
I'm going to the MSG Go app, which is a great app. Although it makes me sign in.
We're just digging for sponsorships over here, aren't we? MSG, Budweiser.
This is by Budweiser.
We're good. We're good.
Listen,
product placement, baby.
Remember when I was telling you about my battery? Now it's down to 57.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of at a loss of words right now, only because how many things transpired in the last little bit.
Oh yeah.
I honestly didn't think that Coleman would be a movable piece because
I did not believe so.
because
either.
I thought he would be a cornerstone of the team.
I did too. I mean, I guess you do have to realize that he is a little bit older than most people think. I mean, he's not that old. I mean, he's 27, 27, 28.
27, I think.
So I guess that's a little bit older, but still, it's relatively young, you know. Someone that you could definitely have on the team for another 5 or 6 years or something like that, you know, like
Crazy.
it's crazy. But again, we don't have official confirmation yet. You know, we've heard a couple different teams. We heard Colorado. Now we're hearing Boston. Boston is in play right now. So maybe that is part of the problem here, why we're not getting any updates.
This
on
is
it.
also why I'm wearing a Hughes jersey right now. But, like, I got that because he's the first overall pick. I have a Nico jersey. Outside of that, it's, like, basically Eliash or my name. This is why I do not buy a jersey of a guy that I like on a team. I wanted to buy a Coleman jersey so bad, and I came really damn close to doing it. I have a blank jersey, the vintage throwback jersey, that I was like, yeah, I'm going to get Coleman thrown on the back of this. And I didn't do it. And then this is why, because, like, every time I feel like you want to get behind somebody, they get traded. You know, like, the whole reason I never bought a Preezy jersey. I never felt like that dude was going to stay for whatever reason, and sure enough. And I do have a Kovalchuk jersey. I got it as a gift, so I can't even. But, I mean, like, honestly, it, like, breaks my heart. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. It breaks my heart that Coleman's gone. If he is.
Well,
If he is.
We're going to wait and see. One good thing of this whole situation, you know, we still don't know what's going on with Blake Coleman, but if Nick Merkley plays tonight, you know, I like what I saw from him in the game. Even if it was a bad game, Devils had a bad game against Carolina there. But I did like what I saw with him, his fight, you know, throwing some body checks, the assist again. And just, you know, if you don't know, Nick Merkley was a first-round pick back in whatever it was, 2015, 2014 or something like that. A late first-round pick, but still a first-round pick. Is one of those guys that, you know, he's one of those guys that, you know, change of scenery might do him good, sort of thing. So when he was over there in Tucson, he had what is this? 16 points in 26 games.
Yeah,
Comes
but
over
okay.
to Binghamton, and he's got what is this here? He's got 18 points in 21 games. It's a lot better.
Agreed. Yeah,
It seems like that change of scenery might have actually done him some good. So we're going to see him in the lineup though tonight, apparently.
Yes.
Again, that'll be different because the lineups that were posted out before had Green and Coleman in there,
Which is crazy.
so they're gonna have to post new lineups as well. And I don't know if they've done that yet. I would have to check the Devils app over here and see exactly what's going on. But
And this is like part of it to me too is like the beginning of the season. I go back to that first game, the opener against the Jets, which I was at.
Coleman scored that goal.
And you watch that game, and the Devils go up 4-0, and you're like, this is it. This is when we finally take the corner and we finally start making a difference, right? This is when the team finally puts it together, and we might not be at the top of the NHL, and it might not be like competing for the 1-2 spot, but damn it, we're gonna fight for that bottom 8, and we're gonna go back a couple of seasons when Hall put the team on his back and brought them to the playoffs. Like, that's what we're going to repeat. And then everything just fell apart. And if you, and like I said before, jokingly, if you were sitting next to me and you said, dude, come February, whatever the hell, what is it today, the 17th or whatever it is? 18th?
Something like that.
Hall is gone. Hines is gone. Shiro is gone. And then your captain, Andy Green, is gone. I probably would look at you and been like, how bad is this season going to be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it feels like, yes, since Nasruddine's taken over, this has been what you would call a tolerable season, right? It's not like terrible to watch because there's some games and they're in it for the most part. But damn, dude, like, what? This is like one of those things where you like look back and you're like, what the hell happened? Like, what? What?
Yeah. I mean, we all had such high expectations for the team. Obviously, probably a little bit higher than they should have been going into the season. And, we just hit that wall right off the bat, and everyone just wasn't playing well together. And now we did see it when Coach Naz came in, and after Ray left, but still, it's just been a whirlwind of a season.
And to be honest with you, like when we were walking up to the Rock today, like walking up to the PJ Ryan's where we're having this awesome, live content going on right now. When we were walking up, the one thing I said to you was like, I miss the days of relevant hockey. Like I miss the days of walking up here and like being excited about the potential of what was going to happen, like what this team was going to do. 2012 was we made the playoffs a couple of years ago, but 2012 was the last year that I felt like energized and excited to come to Devils games. And now it's like, I'm still excited because it's the team I love, but you're like, all right, waiting for that other shoe to drop. Like if we get a couple goal lead, it's not like it used to be. Get a couple goal lead and Marty was in goal. It was like, all right, that's it. Lock it down. We're good. I go into that sports betting place and make that bet right away. But I don't know, man. Like I just hope that whatever they get in return for Coleman, if he does go, is significant where it can alter the future of this team. Because that dude was, I don't know, on like a different level. And I feel like a lot of people in the NHL overlooked him because he was in New Jersey. If he was on a team like Pittsburgh, or if he's on a team that got, Washington, that gets nationally covered, I feel like Coleman would have been like, everybody would have been talking about him. But the dude is so good at what he does. Yeah. And so underappreciated. And he goes out there and he grinds every game. He's having a freaking awesome season right now.
If he is traded to Boston, he's going to fit in very
100%. Yeah, 100%. And, dude, if he goes to Boston, dude, lock it down that Boston's going to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't give a crap about, like, anything else. Boston already has an amazing line with Pastrnak and Marchand and Bergeron. You throw a Coleman in there, you could slot him in the third line on that team or even the second line on that team. Now you have somebody that's going to be defensively responsible, and you're going to have somebody that's going to be a threat on the PK. Yeah. Or on the PK. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. We're going to see how it goes. A couple people are saying Mason Max says they will not announce the Coleman trade till after the game. So we may have to wait till later on tonight to get the official word of everything going on. Why don't you check your old Twitter there feed?
Yeah, I'll open them.
Let's see if we got any surprises waiting for us on the New Jersey Devil side.
Yep. Refresh.
About the Coleman trade to take place after the game. So we're going to have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, Michael, that's another thing, too. We've talked about it. I think we are really may have to look at the possibility that Kyle Palmieri might get traded as well. And it's odd if Coleman does go to, well, I guess both players would fit in, but I would think that, Kyle would be a great fit up in Boston as well. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see exactly what's going on, because there has been so much just misinformation going out there, and we've definitely been a source of a bunch of it so far, like
I don't know if we've been a source, but we've just been kind of like caught up in it.
Yeah. Fitzgerald interviewed, he said he wants young players to complement the two young centers, and I understand that, but I would also argue that Blake Coleman is still pretty young. I know he's not 22 or 23, but we're going to see what happens. Again, people like Nick Merkley, people like Mike McLeod, people like Nathan Bastian are going to get their chances now, and they're going to come up. Joey Anderson is already up. He produced a great goal against that Carolina game. These guys are going to be hungry. They're going to be looking for an opportunity, and I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of this as the season goes on. It looks like, and the Bruins are up over the Rangers right now. They're in second. Good. They're in second intermission.
Good.
So I would think by the time their game ends, the Devils game would have started.
If that's where he's going,
and they'll probably hold off.
Colton White finds his way into the lineup tonight because of Andy Green's trade.
Colton White, probably, yes, most likely into the lineup. Nick Merkley, we're hearing, is already into the lineup. So we're gonna see what these guys can do. I'm if it is true, I'd be a little upset. Coleman and Palmieri are two guys I definitely didn't want to see get traded.
No.
I wanted them to be part of the solution for this team. Like we've talked about earlier, they're both fan favorites, especially Blake Coleman. He seems to pull some amazing moves just out of nowhere. That goal in the first game,
that one-handed goal he had against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Was that last year or the year before? I mean, Coleman's got talent. Like the dude is so I can't say this enough. He's so, as a Devil fan, we appreciate him.
We do.
We understand him. Like we love the dude because of like I said before, like the reason why I'm so upset about this, if it's true, is because like I look at Blake Coleman as being like he is that definitive Devil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he is like the John Madden. John Madden to me was like what defined the Devils.
Yeah.
Like I always a big John Madden fan because I was like, that dude is just grit personified.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like Blake Coleman was the same thing. He fit into that same bill. Like it drives me crazy. But at the same time, like I pray if he out that the return is what it should be.
I think it would be a pretty good return, being that, Blake Coleman still has a year of control. And like we were talking about, he's only getting paid $1.8 million.
And that's what makes it super attractive to any team that's going to get him.
Man, you got a guy that's putting up 20 goals, and you're only going to pay him like 1.8, and he provides all that grit, and he kills penalties, like one of the best penalty killers in the league. That is just unbelievable. So that's a steal. I'm hoping, we got back. We should be getting back a really nice return for Blake Coleman. That we're gonna get really nice, but again, night. Here.
So, first, you then
Sam has been a he has been
ding. Or something. Bruiser. Fine.
Hey, look. We're gonna test. Okay, it's still on the air. Froze. Please. Really sure how to hear.
So the we then we have